Now for the Hall of Fame inductions. Coach Herman Hudson. This award will be presented by Coach Larry Gaither, retired golf coach, Hardaway High School.
Thank you, Coach Wright. I met Coach Hudson probably about 33 years ago, and he was the head golf coach at Glen Academy. And we became close friends and good competitors, and it was always a great pleasure to watch Coach Hudson work and the way his teams performed on the field of competition. Coaches used to call me and they'd say, "Coach, I'm starting a new golf tournament in our community. What I need to do?" And I'd say, "Well, first of all, you need to get a good field, and then everything will take care of itself." And I said, "The first person and team you need to get in your tournament is Glen Academy, coached by Herman Hudson." And a lot of tournaments are now in their 25th and 30th year and so on because of what Coach Hudson and his players did for high school golf in the state of Georgia. Another thing about Coach Hudson's players, when they would come to a tournament, the first thing they would do is introduce themselves to the tournament director, shake hands with the tournament director, go in the pro shop and shake hands with the head pro, and then go out into the to the range or the practice green and putt. Coach Hudson, without a doubt, was the best instructing golf coach in the state of Georgia I've ever seen. He was a person that took great interest in his players. They were dressed to the T. They never wore the hats backwards. They never wore the shirt tails out. They always had the same shirts, same uniforms together, even in the practice round. So they did everything, and I'm sure Coach Hudson prepared them for that on Monday through Friday before the weekend tournaments. Coach Hudson was a successful football and basketball coach. He achieved his greatest acclaim as a golf coach throughout his 30-year career as a teacher and coach. He maintained the highest standard of integrity in his personal and professional life. His positive influence helped shape the lives of countless students and athletes in our state. Coach Hudson was born in Gainesville, Georgia, attended North Hall High School, and he was a well-rounded athlete himself. He participated in basketball, baseball, and football while in high school. He continued his education at Valdosta State, where he played basketball and baseball, and pursued additional educational degrees at the University of Georgia. Amazingly, Coach Hudson's entire 27 years coaching career was spent at Glen Academy in Brunswick, Georgia. His overall coaching record was 225 wins and only 71 losses. Under his leadership, Glen Academy golf team won 8 state championships. He had 4 runner-up titles. They won 12 region championships. His team also won 5 additional big invitational tournaments across the state of Georgia. During his tenure as head coach at Glen Academy, he coached several players. And I think I can say this without being corrected, that Coach Hudson probably sent more high school golfers to college than any coach in the state of Georgia. He had the pleasure of coaching Andy Bean, who is now on the senior tour, and he coached Davis Love, probably the most popular golfer and most successful golfer on the Pro Tour today from the state of Georgia. When he had Davis, he won 2 state championships, and Davis was the medalist in the state tournament. I think that was held at Bull Creek in Columbus, and I think he shot a high round of 66. But Coach Hudson had a lot of players on not the level of Andy Bean and Davis Love, but who does. But all of his players played as hard and as determined as Davis Love did. Coach Hudson has been recognized for his outstanding accomplishments by being named both Region and State Coach of the Year in golf by the Georgia Athletic Coaches Association. He's also nominated as National Golf Coach of the Year in 1986. He received the National High School Athletic Coaches Association Coach of the Year Award in 1994. And he was named Section 3 National Federation Interscholastic Coaches Association Coach of the Year in 1995. Coach Hudson was a true gentleman who devoted his talents, knowledge, and energies to fulfill his professional responsibility in all circumstances during his outstanding career as a coach and teacher. And that's true, because he could beat every one of his golfers, and even Davis Love, when they were in high school. Now, they got better as they went on, but Coach Hudson is a great player himself. He will long be remembered for setting the high standards for high school golf throughout Georgia and the Southeast. I could continue on with stuff about Coach Hudson, and I know his lovely wife, Dawn, and his family are proud of what he did, and they know a lot more things about Coach Hudson than I do, but it was a great pleasure of watching him coach for those 30-something years. So it's a pleasure to present Coach Herman Hudson for his induction in the 2008 Georgia Athletic Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Coach, congratulations.